going to show you how to make these lovely little Christmas hanging decorations. And these little ones as well. These are from beech seeds, and these are from plane tree seeds. And of course the good old fir cones, which look wonderful all covered with paint and glitter. So the plane tree seed heads, you can find them pretty much from autumn onwards. Plane trees grow very well in cities, and so they're very good. You'll find them on the ground under the plane trees. Low-hanging plane trees, you can cut them off. The beech seed heads, you just tend to find them actually all the way around on the ground under beech trees. And they come a little bit earlier, so from kind of September onwards, you can find those on the ground. And the pine cones, these are all from different types of trees, so you can get lots of different types and find them on the ground under fir trees. And this is standard just emulsion paint, and cover them. I like just putting as much as possible on. So that is totally covered. And the great thing about these little plane tree heads, they come with their own little stalk already. And then we hang them to dry on my homemade clothes peg line, and then carry on. And I've put newspaper underneath because you don't want to have that dripping on your floor. And again, you see, they're so sweet. They're all, some of them you get in 2s, some of them get them in 3s. The colours always used for Christmas, doing all these decorations, are pretty much white and red and green. Today I'm sticking just to white and red to keep that nice kind of slightly simple kind of theme. And don't worry about the drips, because all those drips will just drip off and you get a lovely kind of furry little effect there. And these are really fun to do with kids because they can get wonderfully messy as well. And there's glitter involved, which is always fun. And I'm going to do a red one. I don't put the glitter onto the wet paint, partly because the glitter doesn't kind of shine through the paint and quite often doesn't really stick that much. And so you end up with a lovely looking decoration initially and then all the glitter comes off. So those are the plane tree seed heads. And now I'm going to show you the beech ones, which I think they look like little fairy dresses. I think they're so sweet. And again, just put them in. You don't have to be careful. Cover it all. So you can see how straightforward it is to do. These ones you will get a bit messier for. You need to pick them up, cover that. So it's totally covered. And these are not so easy to hang, so I always just pop these on some paper like that to dry, because it hardly touches, so that you're not going to get a mark where there's no paint. And you can keep on going. If you're feeling very artistic, what's quite fun is to paint the inside a different colour from the outside. And then once they're dry, you can start putting the glitter on them. Here's one that is dried before. Get rid of the paint. And what we need to put the glitter on, we need some PVA glue. And I always put my glue on a plate. Just makes life a lot easier when you're doing quite a bit of gluing. And you don't put too much on, just put a little bit on the top where you want the glitter to be. And the good thing about PVA, it dries clear. So even if you're doing this on a red one, don't worry, it won't look like blobs of white on it. So do a couple at a time. So they're nicely covered with the PVA now, the glue. Now for the glitter. So I try to do white, silver or gold on white seed heads. And then I'd probably do red glitter on the red seed heads. Get a piece of paper for your glitter. This is purely so you don't waste the glitter, because you will want to sprinkle quite a lot. And you're just sprinkling that on, and a lot will go on the paper. You just pop those to dry. And I'll show you some white ones as well, because I quite like the white. This is a little bit more subtle. And then you leave those to dry for half an hour or so. And you do the same with the beech seed heads. So this is an all white one. I just put glitter on the outside. And this was a red one. And I made that very, very strong silver glitter. And again, lovely little fir cones. Cover those. And another fun thing to make decorations with is popcorn. So these are just threaded popcorn, or with the needle and thread. And if you really get into the paint and the glitter, you can make all these wonderful colours as well. And they're great fun to do with children because you can eat them as well.